In today's video, I'll be speaking about the box. Stay tuned. First, I want to thank you for taking the time to visit my channel. If you feel like you've gained some knowledge or benefited in any way, just please like and subscribe because it would really help the channel out. Also, tap the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I post new content. Thank you so much. Today's message is about the box. Yes. Now, this message is really for anyone. If you consider yourself an ex-JW or you consider yourself a Jehovah's Witness, whatever, everyone is welcome because this message really is about tapping into your own power, regardless of whatever label that you call yourself. But it's not really about the label, is it? That label creates limitations. It causes judgments. Because everyone that is not doing what's within the limits of that label, they'll be ridiculed, they'll be tossed out, they'll be shunned or excommunicated. And maybe sometimes that's a good thing because you'll get to be outside the limitations. But seriously, you see, you're one of the most magnificent, intelligent, amazing, brilliant beings on this planet. Let that sink in. You are powerful. Now, you may not be feeling that right now, and you may feel that, that doesn't make sense, or it doesn't apply to you, or it doesn't resonate with you at the moment. But the real truth is that you are so powerful. And the reason why it doesn't resonate with many people is because they're unaware of their power. And even if some are aware that they have power, it sometimes creates a bit of fear when you realize that you have that really strong universal power within yourself. Yes, it is there. It really is within you. The real reason why many are also unaware is because they've been living a limited life. See, we were taught to do that. Many of us from childhood, you see. We've been living in a box, and the box limits you. Go in any room and close the door. And there you are. All the four walls are right there. And if that door was locked and you couldn't get out, you're in the box. And you got to do what's in the box. Now, if you don't do what's in the box, you get in trouble. That's right. That's when people start reporting on you, and so did this, and that's outside the box. That's outside what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to do that. Yeah. You see, and that creates fear and limitation. Because it could mean some kind of punishment being meted out to you. You could be called out or embarrassed or shunned or ridiculed because you didn't stay within the box. That's how the box works. Now, this box is what causes suffering. Because when you are in a box, you are not free. Ask anyone in a prison cell. You think you're out here in the free world, because you're not in prison, but many are in mental prison, you see. And that's exactly where society at large, or even the Watchtower Society, for those of you, I had to throw that in there. But anyway, that's exactly where society wants you. So there are all these different labels. That's what the box represents. The different labels on the box. So there's, for example, the political box. There's the religious box. There's the nationality box. There's the sexuality box, like who you sleep with really matters. Really? Why? There's the age box. You know, oh, you're this age? Oh, so you should be in this box over here. You belong with this group of people. So how come I don't see you fitting? Why aren't you fitting in there with these group of people? You know, you're supposed to be, I don't know, a teenager, or you're supposed to be acting like an old person. Why aren't you acting like an old person? You know, I think I mentioned before that I've watched some videos of different people who are like in their 80s and 90s and so on. And they are killing it. And when I say that, I mean they are taking really good care of their bodies and they're thriving, and it's like amazing. And the reason why it's on a video is because people are saying, well, wait a minute, they don't fit into the old age box. You see, so that's an example of, you know, people want to say, oh, so-and-so is X amount of years old. Oh, they should be about to drop dead or whatever, you know. And so these labels get put on everybody. The big one a few years ago was the one with trying to figure out, you know, what sex someone was so they can determine which bathroom they should use. I mean, like, really? Which bathroom you have to use? I mean, who cares? You're a human being. Guess what? We all eliminate the same way, okay? So, I mean, you know, it's just to show you the ridiculousness of this box situation, you know. Stop putting everyone in a box. You know, there's always someone who doesn't fit in that box, and that's the way it can be. You're not to be limited. Because all of that limitation and labeling creates suffering. It doesn't benefit you. Your power benefits you, and your power gets taken away when you're constantly creating the suffering. Many people won't use their power because they're afraid of the ridicule. They want to stay in the box. They don't want to break outside of the box by breaking the rules. You see, when you break the rules of that box, you're reaching beyond the box. And yes, you're expanding beyond the box. And many of you know the expression, thinking outside the box. Yes. But isn't that what you're here for? That is exactly what you're here for. Expansion. Look at your world. Your world is expanding. It was built from those who were always thinking outside the box. If they hadn't thought outside the box, can you imagine where we would be right now? We would still be walking from one place to another, and we would be really extremely limited on how far we could go. One of the examples I just want to give briefly is Henry Ford. It was said that he asked people what they wanted in terms of better transportation, because at the time there were mainly horse and buggy transportation and so on. But he asked that question, and most people responded with faster horses. Now, that is a really very limited way of thinking. A horse can only go but so fast. And they were basing their response on what they saw in their world at that time. At that time, they only saw horses. They didn't know what else to think, that there could be something else. But Henry Ford said, oh, no, it's got to be something. And he thought beyond the box, you see, the limitation. He said, no, we don't have to use a horse. We can create some kind of an electrical, mechanical type of horse. Maybe we can do that. That we could make go faster. Maybe we can do that. And he started tinkering around, and people would laugh. What kind of nonsense is he? What is he doing? I mean, it wasn't an easy process. He kept trying and trying and trying. It took many, many endeavors in order to bring about that iron horse. I think initially that's what they called it. But that iron horse today is a staple of human society around the world, called an automobile or a car. You see, that's how it all started. And then, what happened after that? Did it stop there? No. What do we have today? We have trains, buses, ships, airplanes. Yes. Even rockets. Rockets that go beyond the earth, even to the moon. Yes, it all started from someone who was thinking beyond the box. So don't tie yourself down to a limited life. Expand, because that's what you're here for. Because when you expand, you will reach out and grow. And you will feel good. And you will feel joyful, because you are freeing yourself of the shackles of living in the mental prison that your society wants you to live in. Thank you for listening. And have a wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, expansive day. Blessings. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, tap that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new content.